Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're doing another Lizzie is Bored vlog just because I got some stuff to do yet again. I want to try to rearrange a shelf in this video. I might fail to do it, but it's my goal. That's my goal. If I don't achieve it, then, well, who's gonna really be surprised, right? I also want to try to figure out where to put these two Sashas. I mentioned in my last video, I don't really have a spot on my shelf for them. And the primary reason for that is just because these shelves are very full. Like very, very full. I just don't have space to put all the stuff that I want to up. And like, I know I could always just take some stuff down if I wanted to, but that's another issue. I'd never know what to take down. I like all the stuff that I have up on the shelf, so it's like, if I had to take something down, I wouldn't know what to take down. And it's the same thing with these shelves over here. I like all the stuff on these shelves. For the most part, I don't really like these two anymore. But yeah, everything else on these shelves is golden, and I like it a lot. I love these three. I love these three. I love these 9. This is a group of 9 dolls here. I hope my math is correct, but I think it is. Yeah, but those aren't the shelves I'm worried about. It's mostly this one here. I've been very unhappy with the way this shelf looks, and I still am. I just don't... I needed risers for it. I wanted to put like something in the back to make dolls taller so that they could actually be seen. And I don't have risers. I've seen like you can use like spice racks from the store, but I just haven't found any good ones that I think would suit the setup I have in mind. So basically this shelf's a mess and I don't know what to do with it. Also, I wanted an excuse to look at my real drama dolls again because this was such a fascinating line. It was so interesting, and you can tell that they only released it to compete with Shadow High. I think this might have done better than Shadow High because it sold out. I don't know. I don't like the way this shelf looks either, though. It just looks very messy, and that's because it is. This shelf down here is an utter disaster. Basically, I just don't like this shelf in general. And the main issue is because it doesn't look exactly like these ones. These ones are the shelves that I'm used to having, and this is one that I got, I think it was on sale. I was at some liquidation store and the shelf was only 15 bucks, so I got it thinking it would look just similar to these, but it's not similar enough, if that makes sense. It's always kind of bugged me. Like, I've got this one over here that looks very messy as well, but I don't hate it. Okay, I kind of do, but I feel overwhelmed when I look at my shelves and think about redoing them, and that's usually the reason I don't end up doing anything in these videos. I just get very stressed out just looking at this. It's mostly the upper shelves because, like, that is way too many dolls up there. Evidenced by Delilah constantly falling over. I'm trying to poke stuff around to see if I can find a setup I like more. I don't like that Monster Ball Laguna got pushed down to this shelf, but I didn't know where else to put her. I did finally put Skulltimate Secrets Laguna and the Hairstyling Laguna up here, though. But again, not very happy with how it looks. My G3 shelf is a mess because no stands. If I had stands, this would look a lot better, but I just have a couple. Like, I've got one that I have... Why do I have Cleo on a shelf, on a stand? She's like the only character that doesn't need one. I might have to just take that from her. But I've got Laguna on one because she wouldn't stand on without one, and it's the same with Abby. These shoes are just too big. They don't fit her properly, so they don't, like, allow her to stand up. I haven't been able to balance her, so I had to put her on a stand. I'm pretty sure I used, like, a clip piece from... Yeah, that's a boy clip piece. That's Claude's. I had to use Claude's piece for her. Okay, we're done looking at that shelf for now because these ones look a little better. Like, this one's kind of one of my messy shelves. It's kind of like... This, I would say, is very similar to what I have going on, like, here, you know? It just looks better here for some reason. Does this look better? I might be insane. I don't know. I unboxed my shadow car. He's a very good driver. I really like his face. He looks like zoinked out of his mind. Absolutely zooted, you know? I don't think those were real words. By the way, all this stuff is still for sale if anyone wants it. Check it out on my Mercari. I've also got these 2 things. Cool, right? Anyway, I think I want to unbox Felicia. Get my mind off of things. I need to free her from her prison. Oh, my scissors are all the way over there. So, like, I'm happy that they did a reproduction of Felicia, especially of, like, one of her dolls. Yeah, that's how a reproduction works. Good job, Lizzie. Anyway, if I can be a little more, like, good with my words. Am I just gonna be able to pull this out, actually? Hopefully... Are you stuck in there on something? I think she is. Ugh, I always forget how much of a pain it is to unbox these. I can't just talk while I do it because I have to always do something else. Ugh. I folded her poster while she was coming out of the box. Okay, here she is. Anyway, I'm glad that they gave Felicia this reproduction, but part of me was hoping that they would do a full reproduction of the Campfire line. It is a fan favorite line, not to mention I always wanted Dana. I did manage to get her recently, but very incomplete and unfortunately with a lot of stains on her face, which I still haven't been able to take care of because I don't want to leave her outside and I don't have a heat lamp, so I haven't been able to. I kind of want to just ask, like, I would need it to be like a mutual friend or something, like someone that I'm friends or mutuals with that I ask, but I kind of want to just see if I could ask someone to help me out in restoring my Dana, because I unfortunately I haven't been able to do it myself. There's like a specific spot that I feel safe leaving dolls outside in to like get ink stains off of them, and I haven't been able to use that spot because the sun hasn't been shining there, so I haven't been able to fix my Dana. But yeah. This is supposed to be about Felicia. I'm over here talking about Campfire Dana. But yeah, I was just really hoping that the full Campfire line might get reproductions, but instead what they did was put Felicia in this reproduction wave that... Why would they do it like that? Why would they put it above the plastic? That's a terrible choice. Okay, so here's Felicia. She honestly feels a lot like an old Bratz doll. Her articulation works really well, which was a problem that some of the previous reproduction dolls had. Think like the first reproductions of the original 4. They had a problem where their arms would stick out too far, but with these ones it doesn't do that as much. Like, I feel like with the other ones, their arms would be stuck out like this no matter what, but with Felicia, her arms actually do rest by her sides. Like, despite the sweater, which you would think might prevent that, it's not a problem. Obviously she has nylon hair rather than the saran that the original had, but I don't think that's a flaw or a detriment at all. It's pretty nice. They did a really good job recreating her boots. This is a mold that was basically never used again, so I like them a lot. I like the fur on them. Obviously we've got to get her coat out. I think I can just rip this like brute force, right? Just rip it out of there. God, that is so many ties. Did they have to put that many ties in it? So obviously some unfortunate things about this reproduction are that Felicia is missing a number of accessories. They're mostly minor stuff, like her mittens that the dolls would come with, but then she's missing a major one, which is her hat. The original release of Campfire Felicia came with a pair of pajamas as well, rather than these pieces, which, this was part of her wardrobe. This was her her pajamas were purple. This shirt was just something that she had. She could just wear it in place of this sweater, and I believe it was, like, layered when you got the doll. Like, this would be on underneath her sweater. Again, with the ridiculous amount of ties. Can't y'all just use, like, rubber bands or something? You see the 3 holes? That they were using 3 ties to hold this little teeny tiny tank top in place. Just the teeny tiny thing. For some reason, I can't get the jacket to close correctly. It just kind of... Like, this is supposed to be able to connect to this other piece of Velcro here. I just can't do it. But, yeah. Anyway, this is Felicia. She is very faithful to the original. I don't have the original for comparison. The only original release of Felicia I have is Sweet Dreams. And, if I'm being honest, I don't think they're ever going to reproduce that line, which, was going to be my next point. Basically, I think instead of doing this single reproduction of Campfire Felicia, they should have done a single reproduction of Sweet Dreams Felicia. And then they could have done a full reproduction of Campfire. Obviously, Jade and Sasha weren't in the line, but that would be an opportunity for them to create 2 new dolls, you know what I'm saying? So basically, it would have been a good chance to get another Dana reproduction, to get this Felicia, hopefully not missing any accessories, you know, like if they'd done a full reproduction of Campfire, most likely she would have gotten to keep the things she was, like her gloves and her hat and her pajamas. She kept the shoes, though, which no longer match the outfit. Since Sweet Dreams is very unlikely to ever get a reproduction anyway, just because it only features Yasmin and Chloe, they didn't do Jade and Sasha in that line. I believe Felicia was Sasha's replacement and Kumi was like Jade's replacement. And then Sierra was just there. Also, I just want to clarify the reason I said like Felicia was Sasha's replacement is because in the Genie Magic movie, you can see Sasha wearing Felicia's pajamas. And you can also see Jade wearing Kumi's pajamas, and I believe Sierra's pajamas were being worn by Katya. I know the screenshots of this exist. I found the pictures of Katya wearing Sierra's pajamas. There's also Sasha and Felicia's. And then Jade wearing Kumi's. So yeah, basically, I think that was just something that they would do sometimes. They would feature like a different character with black hair in the line instead of Jade, and sometimes they would use Felicia instead of Sasha, but as you guys know, Felicia only ever got 2 releases, so that wasn't very common with her. It would have been nice if Felicia got more dolls back then, though, because she was a very pretty character. I know I keep flipping her braids around a lot, but it's just kind of fun. I really like the blend of color they use for her hair. Like, it easily could have just been, like, dark brown, but I really like the light brown that they use as well. It's a very nice contrast. Overall, this doll's gorgeous and looks basically identical to her original release. I do wish she had ear holes, though, like piercings. I want to give her earrings, but I can't. Well, I guess I could pierce them myself. That's such a pain, though. I used to do it with Ever After High dolls, who have, like, significantly softer heads than Bratz do. And even that sucked. That was horrible. So this would definitely be a pain. I still need to free these. So there we go. That's Felicia. Second outfit that doesn't match at all. And her first outfit, which is very cute. I like it. She also comes with this brush. There is a bit of product in her hair down here, so I do believe you need to wash it out of the box, but interestingly enough, the rest of the braids have nothing. Like, no product at all. It's just down here. Very strange. And then there's her poster. Let's take a look at that. I think it's just all 4 girls against the background. Yeah. I think I want to get Dana from this line of reproductions. Maybe Tiana, because of how they changed her face. Don't really care for Fiona. I actually have the original version of that doll in the box, so yeah. Overall, very cute poster. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything with it just because I'm not a big fan of that original art style that they use. Ideally, my favorite Bratz art style is this one. I like this one a lot more. Yeah, I'm just not crazy about this kind of chibi-fied looking one where they got huge feet, just absolutely massive, and like, just, I don't like this one as much, I don't know. I just feel like they did a much better job in that art style on my wall. But overall, this Felicia's fabulous, definitely worth the price, because Felicia was never worth $500 to begin with. So yeah, if you guys want her, I definitely recommend her. Anyway, this video's gone on way longer than I intended to, and I didn't do the original objective of fixing that shelf. I got distracted unboxing Felicia, so we'll try that again some other time. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope to see you in my next one. I recommend Felicia if you guys want her. And as always, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!